Today we're going to do a perfect beginner's project using epoxy resin. Last week we made some UV resin hearts to combine with a watercolor image that turned into this. And this week we're keeping the Valentine's theme going, and we're going to make the cutest Highland cow sparkly epoxy resin coasters. Some of you may not know, but this is the first time I am going to have picked up and used epoxy resin in over 4 years. I went from making geodes and seascapes and all kinds of large resin pieces to zip, nada, zero. And that's because we sold everything, pulled out of our art galleries, and took off in an RV to travel the United States for the last several years. But now we have a home base in Florida and we are setting up art studios. And so I thought, well, this is the first time I'm playing with epoxy resin, so let's do a beginner's project because I feel like I'm starting all over. So this today is the perfect beginner's project for anyone looking to dabble in epoxy resin. So let's get started. Does anyone else out there love Highland cows? They're so adorable. And after I scoured the internet searching for some Highland cow Valentine small transfer stickers, I found them finally on Temu. Now, of course, these are just AI generated stickers. If you know how to do that, go right ahead and design your own stickers. This is going to be a quick, simple, short video because it is really a quick and easy project. These are fairly small coaster molds. I got them quite a long time ago and I hadn't even used them. So I thought this would be a great time to give them a go. And of course I gotta have a little bling behind my stickers, so we're gonna be using some mica glitter flakes. I always recommend wearing protective gear when you're working with resin. I've got my gloves and my respirator. And in this video I'm gonna be using Counterculture's DIY epoxy resin. It's a 2-part resin and it's equal 1-to-1 ratio. It's a thicker viscosity, but I've used their resins in the past. They hold up really well, they don't yellow, and it's a really nice, clear, solid surface. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix 1 ounce of resin and 1 ounce of hardener, so a total of 2 ounces. Be sure to mix your resin thoroughly. You can see when you first combine them, there's a lot of the kind of stringy look in there. So just keep mixing it until all of those are gone. Now I'm going to take this gorgeous glitter. Unfortunately, the company I don't think is in business any longer. But you guys, there's so many of these mica flakes on Amazon, and I'll link some of my favorites below. I thought these would look great behind the stickers. And then I'm just going to pour it into our molds. Now make sure your table is level so that your molds are even and they don't flow over one side or the other. So this is just the first layer. I use a lighter to pop the bubbles, and then I cover it up for 24 hours and let it cure. The next day, I make sure it's nice and hard and cured. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my stickers. I wanted to cut around them so that they fit better into the molds when I place them. And I believe these are actually transfer stickers, but I just left the sticker part on because I knew it wouldn't show up behind my glitter background. After cutting around the cows, then just peel them apart, and I try to center them in the middle of the coaster. I used the plastic backing to actually adhere them to the coaster, and it worked perfect. I first saw this idea on my friend Claire's Crafty Corners channel. If you haven't seen her, you gotta watch her. She's lovable, she's fun, and she's got so many creative ideas. I'll be sure to link her down in the description of the video. But yeah, I had never thought to incorporate stickers like this in resin, so what a fun surprise. And isn't this glitter so pretty and sparkly? I mean, you could just make coasters out of glitter all day long, but you know, I had to add a little Highland cow to it. And now I just mix up about an ounce of resin, so half an ounce of hardener, half an ounce of resin, and then I'm going to top these off. I noticed I overfilled one more than the other, so it all worked out in the end. And this time, because it's our clear coat, and I want to make sure I get rid of all those bubbles, I used a torch to pop all the bubbles, and I did go over this a couple times in the first 25 minutes of curing. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're moving your torch swiftly and quickly over the surface and don't let it linger or it will burn your resin. After that's done, I cover them up and I let them cure another 24 hours. Now, because I didn't know anything about these molds, I've had them so long, you can see that the sides and back are matte. They didn't turn out glossy. For this project, that didn't bother me, but I definitely made a note that these coasters are not going to be shiny on both sides. But they did pull out of the mold just super easy. So they're great molds if you don't mind the matte look on your sides and back. And it's really just that simple. I like to use these Krylon pens to give my edges a border of color, and so I chose silver for these, and it really helped make them look more finished. And then I added these little rubber dots to the back for feet. You can use felt or cork. This is just what I happen to have on hand, so we're going with that. Now I wish I would have made a set of 4. I might have to make a couple more, but for now, I just put a little bow on it. I got the little wooden hearts, and here's a perfect little Valentine's gift for someone you love. I hope you enjoyed this video and you saw how easy this was to create a great beginner's epoxy resin project. Happy creating, everyone, and I'll see you next time.